The president largely ignored the courtroom drama at a campaign-style rally in West Virginia last night. Instead, he repeated familiar attacks on the Russia investigation.
Fake news and the Russian witch hunt. We got a whole big combination. Where is the collusion? You know, they're still looking for collusion. Where is the collusion?
Major Garrett is at the White House with what the legal outcomes mean for the president and that very question he's posing. Major, good morning.
Good morning. Those close to the president describe him as feeling under siege. Not from critics, he's certainly used to that, but from events he can neither control nor fully anticipate. And the plea agreement reached by former friend, fixer, and attorney Michael Cohen falls distinctly into that category. Why? Because it undercuts previous denials about knowledge of campaign hush money and suggests the Trump campaign had knowledge of and at some level participated in Cohen's now confessed misdeeds. Aboard Air Force One last night on the way to West Virginia, the president watched television coverage of the Manafort convictions and brooded about their future potential impact. Legally, they're not troublesome directly for the president, but they do give a sense that the Mueller investigation is both serious and legally competent, and that could undercut some of the president's increasingly strident criticism of Mueller and his team. Now the president's only real option is, as one close associate said, pretend he never knew Manafort or Cohen. That will be difficult. Their relationships fully well documented. Another complication for the president in this midterm political climate, the number of people close to him who have either pled guilty, been convicted, or implicated in wrongdoing continues to multiply. Now, back in June, the president said it was too early to think about or discuss pardons for Cohen or Manafort. Nothing from the president or the White House on that topic after a day of sensational legal setbacks. John?
Thank you, Major.
Major, let me ask you this. It was after Nixon was named an unindicted co-conspirator that he eventually resigned the presidency, not wanting to face impeachment. What is the sort of buzz around there? What are you picking up from your sources both on Capitol Hill and the White House about concerns about impeachment?
Well, those concerns are in abeyance until the midterm elections. There's no sense Republicans are going to jump into that conversation. And Democrats have even been reluctant to bring that forward as an aggressive part of their campaign to take control of the House in the midterm elections. But if that change of power does occur, it becomes a very real, live, and politically dangerous and potentially legally dangerous threat for the president.
Major, let me ask you about the Cohen news. This is a president who prizes loyalty above any other virtue. Michael Cohen was his close consigliere. He is now pointing the finger at the president, so that would seem to muddle any question of pardons. But just from an emotional standpoint, does that create a different case here with Cohen than, say, any of the others from his administration who've pled or been found guilty?
Those I talked to about this yesterday, John, described the president as pained, very deeply pained. Several associates described Cohen as a rat. Now, let me tell you, Michael Cohen spent a lot of time around Trump Tower during the campaign. You could scarcely move in or out of Trump Tower without bumping into Michael Cohen. He was an associate's associate, so close and deeply involved and devoted to and loyal to the president, his campaign, everything about the Trump organization. That shift away from that loyalty, and now not just pleading guilty, but pleading guilty to things that bring legal issues right to the doorstep of the president and his campaign is an act of legal significance. It's actually a deeply painful one for the president and what he thought was an ironclad relationship of loyalty with Cohen.
All right, Major, thank you so much.